Down to the final few miles here in Ironman, Florida. And right now it is Jan Raphael leading Eduardo Sterling. Germany ahead of Argentina. And as they go through the aid station, Lisa, look at this lead was 3:30 at the transition. Now it's down to a minute 30.
And that is outstanding, and that is reason for Eduardo Sterling to smile. This race is not decided yet. And one little mistake from Jan Raphael, we've seen him strong, he looks fantastic, but one simple mistake, one porta potty break, one walking through an aid station, and Eduardo Sterling is going to pass him.
For the women, here she comes, defending champion from Scotland, Comerford, and this is where she makes the big kick.
Well, she's just having a great race. She's had a great swim, and she followed that up with a great bike ride, and now she's moving into the lead.
Comerford, the defending champion, has planned this out perfectly.
Well, she has executed perfectly. I don't know if this was all planned out. I bet you in her dream somewhere it was. But this is the first time that she's gotten into the lead so quickly. She has orchestrated a great race.
Meanwhile, here comes your men's winner. Maybe fading down the stretch, Lisa, just a little bit because Sterling was closing on him, and maybe that's the reason as he starts to cramp.
Oh, the first Ironman victory is fantastic, and he's probably wanted to surge a little bit to the finish line. He's realizing those muscles just don't work at the end of a marathon, but this is fantastic for him. He's got to be pleased with himself.
Jan Raphael from Hanover, Germany, takes advantage of the fact that people like Spencer Smith drop out, disappointing marathons for another favorite in Lothar later, and here, coming through and breaking the tape, 105 back in second place, Eduardo Sterling from Argentina.
And poor Eduardo just ran out of real estate. He was closing the gap, but just not fast enough, and you know, Jan Raphael had a great race.
Yeah, I'm very happy because I never thought that I can win the race. It was my first Ironman. I never done an half Ironman before, just the Olympic distance. So so it's unbelievable for me.
Jim Vance of San Diego started the marathon 5th. He climbs to finish 3rd. He's on the podium here in Panama City Beach.
I just want to say thanks to my support group, my fiance. I love her dearly. My buddy JT, who came out here to support me. And, you know, I got to give a special thanks to Peter Reed, my coach. He retired and took me under his wing, and this is the result of that. So, Pete, if you're listening, I love you, man. I did it. Top 3. So thank you.
The top Canadian here in Florida, Calgary, Scott Curry. He's 5th.
I'm really happy. This is my 4th attempt at Ironman, and I have 2 top 5 finishes this year, so I'm super happy.
So it's Jan Raphael, the winner of the Ironman Florida, but look at Sterling. Got to within a minute 5, followed by Vance, Bayliss of England, and Curry of Canada. Now with the women, can anybody catch Bella Comerford? As you say, has executed it perfectly, had the plan, and in her strongest discipline, the run, took over the lead.
Yes, and at this point, she realizes that Heather Fear is out of the race. That would have been her only concern, is Heather Fear coming up behind her. She wouldn't be worried about any of the other women. Now, I say it's a race at this point for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Here's our 2nd place woman, Carol Sharpless, having a very strong day.
And what an up and down day it's been for Hilary Biscay. A good swim, disappointing, and struggled with the handlebars and the bike, but now she moves into 3rd. We'll have the finish of the women's race when we come back. Well, she has dominated since arriving here in 2002, and Scotland's Bella Comerford dominates once again as she runs away for her 4th championship in 5 years here at Ironman Florida.
And waiting there to celebrate with her is her boyfriend, Stephen Bayliss. He took 4th place in the men's race, first for Comerford. What an incredible day for this couple from Great Britain.
You never imagine this. This is just unbelievable. It's beyond words, and I never thought that I would be winning here in Florida. It's surreal, but it's amazing. I'm very, very happy.
Meanwhile, it is Carol Sharpless of the U.S. holding on to second place. Hard to believe that a race takes 9.5 hours, comes down to just a few seconds, but Sharpless holds off Biscay. Sharpless from Marietta, Georgia. Best result of her career, second place. Hillary Biscay, Manhattan Beach, California, closing hard, gets it down to 17 seconds as she takes third place, makes it 6 top 5 finishes in her 6 Ironman races in 2006.
It was such a tough field, and I'm just honored to have played so well with these talented women, and Bella did awesome, and Hillary just pushed me the whole time, and she's fantastic, and I'm just really humbled.
It means that I've in this year done everything I hope to do in my career, so I need to set some new goals. I've really surprised myself. I was hoping for 1 podium, and this makes 4, so I'm thrilled.
So it's a 4th title for Scotland's Bella Comerford as American women take the other top 5 spots. But you know something? Still no American champion, male or female, in the 8-year history of the race. And while the day is complete for some, the majority still have miles and miles to cover. And there are stories that are not about winning, but about triumph. You'll remember Scott Johnson. It was all about triumph over a body that was ravaged by cystic fibrosis, and ultimately a triumph between life and death. And now as Scott makes his way along the course, he knows he's not alone.
I am here today and able to do what I'm doing because of somebody's unselfish, probably the most unselfish gift that they could give. And they made the decision that, you know, after their life was done, that they wanted to continue someone else's life. I don't know who my donor was. I know that their family has kept up with me and checked in on me, but I don't know a name or if it was male or female. But I would like for them to know and to be able to see what I'm doing with their gift and know that I'm not wasting it whatsoever. Every breath that I take, every beat of my heart, you know, every pedal turn on the bike, every step on the run, and every time I slip into a pool, they're with me. You know, that person who donated their organs, they're not dead. They're still alive, and as long as I'm still kicking on this earth, you know, they're still alive with me.
With Scott's life having been saved through the organ donor program, the message he shares is simple.
It's very important for your family members, your loved ones, your friends, you know, everybody to know that you're choosing to donate your organs. Because in the long run, it doesn't matter what you have on your driver's license or what kind of card you have in your wallet, they have the ultimate say when you're gone or when you're about to pass away.
Now armed with something to prove, something to say, and the support of CF sufferers throughout the world, Scott is on a mission.
I'm just driven to finish one of these things. I don't care if it takes me 10 tries. I'll be training for 10 years trying to finish one of these. And it's just one of those things that it's important to me, but I know that it's also important to the CF community and the organ donation community for them to be able to see someone like myself achieving what I achieve. So I just try and convey a sense to these kids and young adults that, you know, having cystic fibrosis is not a death sentence. And miracles do happen. And, you know, I'm living proof of that. And every day that I'm out here, it's more concrete in their minds that, you know, hey, I can do this. I can get through this day because look what Scott's doing. So it's very important to me.